G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get unlimited ship spawns in a point of interest and the ability to steal in each and every one of them. So I've seen a video just recently, another person posted on YouTube, and it was a little bit misleading in regards to points of interest. So one thing I want to really quickly cover is what a point of interest is and how they work. So I've just landed on this planet. I'll show you where I am. Okay, we're right out here in the right-hand side of the map at Hawking. I've just randomly chose a moon, and I find moons tend to work quite well. I've just randomly chosen a landing area, and when you land, you are going to end up in a landing spot like this, and these places are randomly generated. So the only thing on this planet that isn't randomly generated is going to be the resource layout and a large mountain. So I've proven in a previous tutorials of mine that you can find specific mountains and resource nodes and things like that. Those things tend to be permanent on everyone's maps. So if you have a look at, say, one of my videos on there's a paradise that shows you all these beautiful lakes and stuff in area, you'll be able to find that. And I've also got another one, what's that one? It's like a big lake with a little island in the middle, and you can set up an island fortress. Those things you can find because they're mountains, they're lakes, they're things like that. They're resources that are, permanently embedded into the game structure. But these things here are not. So that is a structure. That one there, I've got my scanner's been upgraded, so I can tell by the symbol it's a military point of interest. And if I show you on the map where I am, even if I reveal this spot here, right here, if you find the exact same spot, that point of interest will not be there. Okay, so it's not a permanent structure. They are randomly generated. Same with that one there, and same with that one there, and so forth, and that one there in the distance. Okay, so there's a starborn ship over there as well. It's a landing pad. If I went over there, it would have the same symbol as this one. All right, so what we've done is I've landed on this planet. Now I've spotted a landing pad over here, and I have gone back to a previous save, so I already know that a ship is going to spawn there. I'm going to show you how you can use this to your advantage and randomly generate as many ships as you want, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to head on over there now. All right, guys, as we get close to this particular landing area, for some reason, some landing areas like this are never going to spawn a ship, and some are going to always spawn ships. So there you go. You can hear a ship coming into orbit. Now, unluckily for me, this particular time, it is a starborn ship. So I will steal the starborn ship just to prove the point, and we'll come back here. Hopefully, there is 2 landing spots here, which is one just at the back there, and then one just here. So now I've got a video that shows you how to do this. Now, I'm going to not keep the ship, but I'm going to wait till it says accessible, and you can use Aurora to slow down time to get to these ships if you want to as well. But all right, so as they come out, you can go in, and we'll run down here, and we'll just kill all the starborn as they come in. All right, so we have killed all the starborn, and now we can take this ship. So I will take this ship. Now you don't need to make it your own ship. So what we want to do now is we have 2 options here. So we have to clear the landing pad. So we have to remove the ship from the landing pad, and ultimately that means taking the ship and going up into space. Now we do have a landing spot, so you just have to remember which landing spot yours is. This is the thing that's tricky. I've got a few here. I've tested this in a few spots. So when the easiest way to do that, you can do one of 2 things. You can build a outpost beacon just outside of this spot, and that's probably what I should have done before I came in. Or you can just basically hit the map button and then just take a screenshot or something and remember where that one is. So we kind of know it's in, you know, this is the one we're looking for. It's on the brown, you know, this one on a little bit of brown there, but this one here, we've got this funny shape. So we'll remember that's the one we want to do. You don't want to get it the wrong one. All right, so we're, okay, she's giving me the creepy eyes look. I'm not sure why. We're going to head up into space with the starborn ship. Now, the trick to resetting this is, and this is what the YouTuber did get kind of correct, is you need to head to Venus. So in order to head to Venus, the starborn ship's going to get me there really, really quick. You need to sleep there for only 6 hours. So the 6 hours is the reset time for points of interest. So, and ship builders as well. Vendors is only 24 hours, I believe. So we're going to head to Venus. Now, the only downside with the starborn ship is, and I didn't really want this ship, is you need somewhere to sleep or sit, and this particular ship is crap and doesn't have a seat or a bed to sleep in, and so that's going to make my life a little bit difficult when I do land on Venus. So I notice there's a mining outpost here, so that should have a seat or a bed, so we're going to head there and give that a go. Okay, we've got to the mining outpost and we're just going to find a seat. And we're going to wait for 6 hours. All right, after you've waited for 6 hours, we've got our starborn ship, and depending on how good your ship is, we want to go back to the same spot that we were on in Hawking, and Hawking, this is the moon, and now we want to make sure we get the landing spot right, remember? So we're going to just quickly scan, and we know it's this one here because of that brown. So we're going to re-land there. All right, so I've re-landed there. So this is that's the military base, and the base that we wanted, where is it? Okay, so this is, yep, so that's the spot over there, the pipeline control tower, and as you can see, there's no ship on there. All right, so we're going to head back over there. Now, yes, you can fast travel, but I found fast traveling messes it up sometimes for some reason. So I guess because it's taking you directly to it. And now this is where I was saying that you could, if you were like smart, put a outpost beacon down, and you could put it relatively close, and you could use that as your exit, and you know, in and exit, and you would have to remember the landing spot either. So we could see how close we can get this landing beacon for us for our outpost. You can only get within 200 meters, I think, of the actual spot, so I think it's going to be somewhere maybe here. All right, we'll put this down here. All right, so we've got this now, so we can use this as our reference point. Now we'll head in and see if this respawns a new ship. Okay, you can see as soon as I hit the 200 meter mark, you can hear another ship is coming in, and I'm hoping it's going to land on our pad. Yep, here it comes. And can't quite tell what it is just yet. Alright, we have an elliptic bayonet, so not the best ship in the world, but still. Alright, gonna wait till they exit the ship, and then we'll sneak around the other side. We won't bother taking them out. And this is what I was saying, this spot actually has an ability to have two ships. I got really lucky with this spot. There's a landing pad area just there, and we've got another ship coming in. All right, we didn't get that one. He took off, we weren't quick enough, but we are gonna steal this one over here, hopefully. And it's another bayonet, just so you know. Alright, so we're gonna wait here. We don't want to like scare the ship off, so we're just gonna wait. I got chameleon and full sneak ability, so they're not going to see me. So be aware of that if you are wanting to take this. Oh, it's going to take off without us. Okay, so this is going to happen sometimes. Ships are going to land, they're going to take off. I have tested this spot before and they didn't take off on me the last time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to reset at Venus and come back again using the outpost beacon that I have set, and we'll see how we go. So we'll head there now, and I'll pause and come back. Okay, I've reset the at Venus 6 hours, so I'm just going to show you that I can land at the Hawking outpost marker, and you can see there's our landing post, and as soon as we spawn in, we have another ship coming in, and unfortunately for me, it is a starborn ship again. So this is the only problem I found on my particular character. I've tested this a few times, and unfortunately I had starborn ships a number of times in a row, and that's one thing you don't want. So I'm just showing you it is possible. I don't have any amp on me, unfortunately, so hopefully I'll make it there in time. Yep, I did. So all right, and we'll get rid of these guys. That's just been a normal ship, not a problem. Alright, so we'll dispatch them, and we will make this our home ship again. Now, as I said, I'm getting starborn ships. I've had 2 out of 4 so far, so I'll steal this one. We'll head back to Venus and reset again, and we'll come back again and see what we get that time. Okay, we went and reset it again, and we landed back at Hawking, and we're right on the border. I'll show you this red line here. So as soon as you cross this line, it must trigger the ship coming in, and you can see this time it's not a starborn ship, so we've finally got something that isn't. So I'm hoping you as players don't get that particular ship, but essentially you just need to find these kind of landing spots, and you can continually just, you know, there you go, it's a Spacer Raccoon. Basically pillage any ship you want from here. So we'll steal this one. And it sounds like we've got another ship coming in as well. So you just want to... So wait till they move on a bit. As long as you remove the ship from the pad, you'll be fine. Now this one's taking off, so I haven't had one take off on me yet. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so we've just dispatched all these guys, and we should be able to sit down. Now the downside is getting back to Venus, depending on the type of ship you get, can be pretty tedious. If this one is not, well, actually we'll have a look at it and we'll see what sort of ship it is. You can see it's only an A class, so the reactor's not real good. Alright, so we'll land again at Hawking at the outpost, and we'll trigger the ship again. Now the other ship might be still sitting on the other pad, and we haven't waited 6 hours, so we'll go back and then we'll see if the other ship is still there, so we can steal that one. And you can see it's still there, so we'll just go and steal that one as well. And so we're going to get 2 ships in this particular case, and then we can go to Venus and reset it again. I'll do this one more time after this one, just to show you that it does work, and I'll recap exactly what you need to do. These guys looks like they're fighting each other, so we'll see if we can... I want to get to the ship without upsetting anybody, so... Now we may have... We'll see how we go. Alright, we got, yep, Ecliptics fighting Spacers. Interesting. So we'll take their ship, see if we can get in there, and it's a Hyena 2. And we'll take this ship as well. And I hate this ship because it's these doors and ladders friggin' everywhere. All right, we've got a lot. Well, all those red dots are going to be people outside as well. So. Alright, so there's obviously weapons cases. That's probably the only good thing about this ship, to be honest. Sometimes you get really lucky and get some pretty cool weapons. In this case, nothing. Alright, I'm not sure how many. This ship is full of people. Alright, we finally found the remaining people, and it was a lot of people. All the red dots were actually on the ship, and it took forever. So we're going to take this ship. We have the other landing pad empty, and now we've got this ship as well. So we're going to take off, going to head to Venus, and I'm going to reset again and come back, and this will be the last go, and then I'm going to do a full recap of what we did and how we did it, and so you guys can do the same thing. So hang 10 for 2 minutes, and well, it won't be instantaneous for you. I'm going to head there now, and we'll be back in a sec. All right, we have just done another reset, and this time, now this will happen with points of interest sometimes. We do have a ship coming in. This particular landing spot is friggin' awesome. It's got 2 ships every time. So we have a ship already on the landing pad, and we have one coming in as well. And probably got Crimson fighting somebody up there. But we have another 2 ships coming in, and the potential to get another 2 ships. So I'm going to recap so you guys understand what actually is going on here. So we will point out that I am in the Hawking system, and I landed on this planet, a moon I should say. So it's going to be random for you. The points of interest in this particular case are random. I can't show you where this is, and no one else can. So don't believe any YouTuber that tells you that those areas are. The only points of interest, so to speak, that are permanent are going to be quest lines like the Mantis Lair. It's not going anywhere. The Vulture's Roost, that's not going anywhere. So those places, and they're resettable as well with the Venus 6-hour sleep, so just bear that in mind. I think I've got a couple of videos on both of those, just redoing them. But this particular point of interest and these ones around here, they are all just points of interest and totally random. So for you to find a spot like this, it's going to take a little bit of jumping around. Took me 3 jumps to find a ship spawn location like this, and with a landing pad, and I just happened to get the extra ship landing at the back. Now I was unlucky on my first or second attempt, I think it was. I got a starborn ship twice, so I hope that doesn't happen to you. So I had to steal the ship in order to prove that this worked for you guys. I'm not going to keep them. I'm going to go back to an old save and try and redo this myself again. But these ships are going to be stealable. Now the things that you need to do is, once you find this location, the outpost beacon worked really well. So get that really close to your, there it is over there. So get it really close to the point of interest that you want. These aren't going anywhere. Once they're set for you, they're going to stay there. That's really important. So use that as the coming and going. Remembering that you need to go to Venus to sleep for 6 hours to come back. And as soon as you kind of cross that 200-meter threshold line, it's going to reset and respawn the ships coming in. So make sure you've got your let's have a look. I'll show you what you need to have in regards to tech. You want to have piloting all the way ranked to level 4. If you don't know how to do that, there is a video that shows you how to do it really quickly. If you are a new player, you can do that within 10 minutes, essentially 10-15 minutes at Jemison, and it's super quick. So check that video out if you haven't. But you want to be ranked up to level C class, level 4 there, because some of these ships are going to be C class, and you don't want to getting them and then find you can't take them. So that's second point. And starborn ships don't have the ability to sleep or sit. So if you do happen to get one of those and you get to it in time, you can only enter those ships as the starborn are exiting. So once that's the trick with starborn ships. If you are wanting one, I don't particularly like the starborn ship. The only good thing about a starborn ship, to be honest, is that you can get from one side of the system to the other jump wise without any issues. So if you have a ship that's not capable of doing that, but once it's in your inventory, you're stuck with it, I believe. So you'll have to go to a shipbuilder to swap ships, or an outpost vendor that allows you to do repairs on your ships. You can swap them there as well. And yeah, essentially that's it, guys. There is a video on my channel as well about selling these ships and making as much money as you can from them. Check that video out if you want to make as much money. There is a registration glitch, so to speak, that you can, and still works at the moment. So check that video out if you want to know how to get the full value for these ships when you do want to sell them. And hopefully you guys get a good ship to keep. So I've actually kept the Claymore that I have and just added things to it. I'm not really super big into shipbuilding just yet. I'm still exploring and doing a lot of that sort of stuff. So I've kept that ship and just upgraded it and did some things with it. I do like that ship, and yeah, it's... So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you do have any question whatsoever about this video, please whack them in the comments below. If you think I've missed something or I'm wrong about something, please tell me and prove me wrong. It'd be awesome. And I will see you in the next video, because you're going to subscribe, because I'm still producing hopefully good quality Starfield stuff. So I will see you guys on the next video. Wombat out.